Africa has had some fantastic players. So today I will be ranking my top 10 best players of all time. At number 10, Essam El Hadri, one of the greatest goalkeepers in African history. Some of his achievements are: he won the Africa Cup of Nations 4 times with Egypt, and he is the only goalkeeper in history to win it 4 times. He won the best goalkeeper in the Nations Cup 3 times. He is the oldest player to ever play in the World Cup at 45 years old. He is the most capped goalkeeper in Egypt's history with 159 caps. Wow, a true symbol of longevity and leadership. At number 9, Nwankwo Kanu. You can't talk about Nigeria's all-time greats without mentioning Kanu. He is the most decorated Nigerian footballer in history. Some of his achievements are: he won the Dutch League 3 times with Ajax. He won the Premier League twice with Arsenal and was part of the Invincible. He won the Champions League with Ajax. He won the UEFA Super Cup with Ajax. He also won the Europa League once with Inter. And with Nigeria, he won the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. He won an Olympic gold medal with Nigeria. He won the Africa Cup of Nations once, and he won the African Footballer of the Year twice. He also won the BBC African Footballer of the Year twice. He was awarded Officer of the Order of the Niger by the Nigerian government for his contributions to football. Kanu earned 36 international caps for Nigeria, scoring 30 goals. If you're enjoying this video, kindly consider subscribing to the channel. It will really help me out. Thanks. And now, back to the video. At number 8, Roger Milla. Roger Milla is like the Michael Jordan of African football. His iconic 1990 World Cup celebration has been referenced in commercials, video games, and even music videos. He is the oldest goal scorer in the World Cup in World Cup history, scoring at 42 years of age. He scored over 400 career goals for club and country. He is the first African player to score in 2 different World Cups. He won the African Footballer of the Year twice. He won the Africa Cup of Nations Golden Boot once. He won the Africa Cup of Nations Best Player twice. He won the Africa Cup of Nations twice. He won the Coupe de France twice with Monaco and Montpellier. He won the Cameroonian Championship twice with Canon de Yaoundé. He was named by CAF as the African Player of the Century in the year 2000. Roger Milla earned 77 international caps for Cameroon, scoring 43 goals. His place is secured in African football forever. At number 7, Yaya Toure. Oh man, I miss Yaya Toure. What a unique player. His numbers as midfield rival some strikers. He is the only player to win 4 consecutive African Footballer of the Year awards, and is the only player to win it 4 times alongside Eto'o. He won the BBC African Footballer of the Year twice. He won the Africa Cup of Nations once. He won the Premier League 3 times. He won the EFL Cup 3 times. He won the FA Cup once. He won the Community Shield once. And with Barcelona, he won La Liga twice. He won the Copa del Rey once. He won the Supercopa de España once. He won the UEFA Champions League once. He won the UEFA Super Cup once. He won the FIFA Club World Cup once. He won the Greek Super League once. He won the Greek Cup once. Wow, that's a lot of trophies. Yaya Toure earned 102 international caps for Ivory Coast, scoring 19 goals. His power, skill, and leadership makes him one of Africa's all-time greatest midfielders. At number 6, Mohamed Salah. Salah is the only player in this list that is still playing till today, and honestly, he has the chance to end up being number 1 by the time he retires. Since joining Liverpool, he became a complete player, and he has massively contributed to Liverpool's comeback to glory. He became the first player to score on the opening day for 5 consecutive Premier League seasons. Wow. With Liverpool, he has won the Premier League twice, the EFL Cup twice, the FA Cup once, the FA Community Shield once, the UEFA Champions League once, the UEFA Super Cup once, the FIFA Club World Cup once. Salah has won the African Player of the Year twice and will surely make it 3 when they give the next award, I believe in January. He won the BBC African Footballer of the Year twice. He won the FIFA Pushcart Award in 2018, even though he shouldn't have won it that year. I will talk about it in an upcoming video. He won the Premier League Golden Boot 4 times. He won the PFA Players Player of the Year twice. He won the FWA Footballer of the Year twice. At the time of recording, Salah got 105 international caps for Egypt, scoring 59 goals. Salah is still scoring as we speak, and his numbers, awards, and records will keep growing. I will have to redo this list in the next few years. At number 5, George Weah. I decided to put him at number 5 even though he is the only African player to ever win the Ballon d'Or. Weah also won the Coupe de France 3 times, Ligue 1 once, he won the Coupe de la Ligue once, he won the Serie A twice. He was fantastic in Italy, man. He won the Italian Super Cup once, he won the FA Cup once. George Weah is the only African player to win both the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World Player of the Year. The FIFA World Player of the Year award no longer exists. He was the first African player to be the top goal scorer in a UEFA Champions League season. He won the African Footballer of the Year 3 times. He won the French Division 1 Forum Player of the Year once. He won the BBC African Footballer of the Year once. He won the FIFA Fair Play Award. George Weah earned 75 caps for Liberia, and he scored 18 goals for his country. Definitely an African legend. At number 4, Abedi Pele. He is one of the most influential players in the history of African football, and his contribution to African football goes far beyond his goals and trophies. He is one of the first African players to dominate Europe. He set the standard for African attacking midfielders, becoming the first African player to win the Champions League in its modern format in 1993 with Marseille. He won the African Cup of Nations once. He won the African Footballer of the Year 3 times in a row, a record at the time. He won the BBC African Footballer of the Year once. He won the France Football African Player of the Year twice. He won the CAF Best Player of the Year of the Decade in the 1990s. He won the Golden Foot Legend Awards in 2011. Abedi Pele earned 73 caps for Ghana, scoring 19 goals. Abedi Pele's legacy continues through his sons, Andre and Jordan Ayew, who have had successful careers. And number 3, JJ Okocha, the magician. There is a joke that Okocha is so good that they named him twice. Without a doubt, the most skillful African player of all time. Okocha had lots of injury issues which impacted his career. Everybody agrees that he could have achieved a lot if he didn't have lots of injuries. He has one of the least amount of trophies won in this list, but this list is not about African players with the most trophies. It's about individual talent and impact in football. He won 2 major trophies with PSG. He won the African Cup of Nations once. He won the Olympic gold medal with Nigeria once. He won the BBC African Footballer of the Year twice. He won the Nigerian Football He won the Nigerian Footballer of the Year 7 times. He won the Goal of the Year in the Bundesliga once. Even though he didn't win much, Okocha is still one of Africa's all-time greats. At number 2, DJ Drogba, the ultimate number 9. Drogba was a nightmare for defenders during his time. He had everything: pace, power, high scoring IQ, left foot, right foot, headers. In his prime, he was unplayable. With Chelsea, he won the Premier League 4 times, FA Cup 4 times, EFL Cup 3 times, Community Shield twice, the UEFA Champions League once, being the hero in the final. Man, I can still remember that game. He also won the Turkish Super League and the Turkish Cup, also the Turkish Super Cup with Galatasaray. He won the African Footballer of the Year award twice. He won the Premier League Golden Boot twice. He won the Ligue 1 Player of the Year once. He won the Chelsea Players Player of the Year twice. He won the BBC African Footballer of the Year once. He won the Golden Foot Award in 2013. He won the UEFA President's Award in 2020. He was put into the Premier League Hall of Fame in 2022. The Premier League Hall of Fame is still ongoing, so him being an African player into the Hall of Fame is a massive achievement. He is the first African player to score 100 Premier League goals. He is the first player to score in 4 FA Cup finals. Up till date, he still holds the Chelsea record for most goals in European competition with 36 goals. He is Ivory Coast's all-time top scorer with 65 goals. Drogba earned 105 caps for Ivory Coast. Drogba will remain one of the greatest number 9s in African football. At number 1, Samuel Eto'o. Eto'o is one of the most complete strikers Africa has ever seen. In his time, Eto'o was competing with the best players in Europe. He won La Liga 3 times, Copa del Rey twice, Supercopa de España twice, the UEFA Champions League 3 times, Serie A once, Coppa Italia twice, Supercoppa Italiana once, FIFA Club World Cup once. He won an Olympic gold medal with Cameroon. He won the Africa Cup of Nations twice. Eto'o is the first and only player to win 2 consecutive European continental trebles with Barca and Inter. He won the African Footballer of the Year award 4 times. He won the Golden Foot Award in 2015. He won the Pichichi Trophy once. Africa Cup of Nations all-time scorer. He is the African Cup of Nations all-time top scorer with 18 goals. He is the Cameroon all-time top scorer with 56 goals. Eto'o earned 118 caps with Cameroon. Can you imagine if Eto'o never left Barcelona? He would have been considered one of the best players of all time in the entire world. So what are your thoughts about my top 10 best African players of all time? Do you agree? If not, let me know your own top 10 in the comments. Also remember to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Peace.